Hey, what's going on? So, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that on my off-road setup here, the XL rims with the KKE hubs, I've been running the Metzler MC360. It was a great tire. I liked it enough that I bought another set. At least for the price point, I feel like it was really good. Dirt, mud, they're great. Loose, sharp, rocky terrain, they chunked up pretty good. And we'll take a look at them here in a little bit. But I decided I wanted to try something different. I may have messed up, but I just went for a little ride, and so far they seem pretty awesome. But the new setup, I went with the Motoz Outback race in a 140/80/18. I think it's a fairly new tire, and I couldn't find a whole lot of information on somebody running it on a bigger bike like the Tenere. Front tire, I decided to try a fatty. I went with a Motoz. Let's make sure I get this right, because I keep saying this backwards. It is the Euro Enduro 6 in a 90/100/21 fat tire, and it is crazy how big this tire looks. I just took it for a little ride, and it is nuts how well it soaked up the roots, sticks, logs, rocks. It just seemed to absorb the hit better than normal. I don't know what it would be like on single track when you're in a nice narrow rut and you got this real wide front tire, if it's going to try to grab and throw you out. But time will tell, and it's not like I ride a whole lot of single track. So yeah, I'm anxious to see how long they last, and you know, if they hold up on the rock. Come wintertime, when it's too cold to run up and down the road, I'll probably be hauling this to an off-road park where it's 99% rock, and I would like for them to last, you know, 4, 5, 6 rides there would be awesome. Anyway, let's take a look at them. So I do think they look pretty good. You can tell how big that front tire is. It's got real wide spacing. You got offset lugs. They are pretty flexible in the center here. Way more flexible than like the Metzler was. But it does seem like it's going to be a pretty awesome tire. I really like it so far. I've got maybe 15 miles on it around the farm here. But front looks awesome. The back, it's kind of like a bar tire, but it does almost have like these little scoops. Definitely a softer, more flexible compound than the Metzler was. But yeah, we'll see if it'll hold up or do as good, or maybe even better. Here's the Metzlers I pulled off. This was after, you know, like I say, LBL 200. Sorry, I had the camera crooked. LBL 200, multiple trips to Turkey Bay, probably 40, 50 miles of blacktop, and some gravel roads. You know, we're missing a pretty good chunk there. You know, they're fairly chunked up. And the cool thing about it was I did flip this thing around so I'd have a nice clean edge, and ran it for a couple times like that because they are non-directional tire. Front, it's wore down pretty good. It's still got a decent amount of tread on it. It's missing a few side lugs here and there. But overall, I really like the tire. And like I say, I bought a new set just to, or just because I did like them enough. Here's a Here's a fresh Metzler to compare to. Give you a decent idea how much they've wore. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty cool tire. One of the easiest tires I've ever mounted too. I don't know if it just got lucky or what, but so but yeah, back to the Motoz. We'll see how they last and how they hold up, how I like them, and we get a good day to go to Turkey Bay or something like that. That'll be the ultimate test for it. But yeah, that's the Motoz Outback race. The Euro Enduro 6 on the front in a fatty 90-121. But I've got a few clips out ripping around the farm here. I'll throw in this video. But I'll take y'all along on the next ride. We'll see how these do. Till then, see y'all. All right, let's go give these tires a shot. Front tire definitely feels different. Don't feel bad. I know it's pretty dry right now, but back tire feels awesome. The front tire, being bigger, it feels like it soaks up the roots and the bumps even better. Tire freaking eats. I mean, even with everything being covered in leaves, you don't slip and slide. Front feels very planted.
hill here's got a whole lot of root